Hey friends, welcome to our channel. Today I am going to show you how to create this piece. This is a Gustav Klimt master copy and we used oil pastels to do it. So let's get started. We're gonna go off of this page, and instead of copying it exactly, we're gonna use it kind of as inspiration. So this is called Flower Garden or Farm Garden from 1905 to 07. You can pull it up on your computer, print it out. I'll try and link it in the caption, but just so you can actually see the painting. Maybe pull it up on a computer or phone or print it out. Anyways, this is the one we're gonna grab inspiration from. I'm gonna start with these yellow flowers. So he worked very loosely. So you can see these yellow flowers are just kind of like circles. So I'm gonna grab my yellow and I'm going to do, you can do whatever you want. You can copy me or you can do your own thing. But we're just going to put some yellow flowers on this page. I'm trying to think about composition while I do this, about where they're going. Usually I just kind of pick a flower on the picture and then just copy it. So like this one I'm doing is more round. I can see that he did some that were more like oval shape. Some that are really close to each other. So in my head I'm thinking I'm going to do, because he's got like a yellow bunch here, a purple bunch over here, a red bunch over here. I'm gonna do some yellow over on this side, and then I'm gonna come in and do some white over here and then some red over here. And then I'll probably do a little bit of red right up here. I'm gonna start by doing all of the flowers. And then after I have all my flowers in, I'll add the details and I will add in like the green leaves and things. Okay, that's probably enough yellow flowers. Okay, now I'm gonna do some red flowers. And do some over here. These red flowers some of them have yellow in the middle, so I'm going to leave some of them with white in the middle so that I can then come in with yellow. Red ones have a little bit more of like a petal shape. Okay, I'm gonna do some smaller red ones. This has like smaller red ones. I'm gonna do some up here. Just so your eye kind of, maybe, because red is like a pretty dominant color, your eye kind of looks over here, but then also it kind of ties in, so your eye's moving around the painting. Now I'm gonna do just a couple purple flowers up here, and then I'm gonna fill in and do some white in the middle. So let's see, the purple flowers, I'm gonna stick with the ones that have a little bit of yellow in the middle. So maybe I'll do the yellow first. I'll just do 2. Okay, now the last one is white. White is hard because you can't really see it when you're doing it on white paper, so you kind of have to, we'll start with the inside of the flower and then do shapes around it, and you just got to remember that it's there. Okay, so I'm going to do a white flower here. Another one right next to it. So these white ones I'm doing are just circles. If you look at your paper kind of sideways, you can see them better rather than straight on. Okay, so those ones are mostly just circles, and then I'm gonna do some where I do like some actual petals. Okay, now I'm gonna come in and do the inside of these red ones. And then some of the yellow ones have like some brown in them. Just gonna do a few of them that way. But a lot of them have a little bit of orange in them. So I'm just gonna add some texture to some of these so they're not so boring. You can kind of outline them. Some of them have a little bit of red. Okay, now we're gonna start on the green. I'm gonna use this green. Actually, we're gonna do the blue first. Okay, so there's a lot of blue leaves, and it's a lighter blue than what I'm going to be using here. But I can go over the top of this blue with white. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of leaves on here. I mean, if you look at the shapes that he does with the blue, just really simple, kind of messy shapes. And it's all throughout the picture. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the top of all those with the white to kind of mute them a little bit more. This is gonna put a lot of blue on my white, so if you use white again and you don't want blue in it, make sure you rub that off onto a piece of paper or something. Now I'm gonna come in with my green. Most of this is green. So we're gonna fill in a lot of this green, and it's a lighter green, so then after we do this, we can come over the top of it with a darker green. Like you can see how like in here there's like a lot of blue or darker green. There's a lot of lighter green as well. We're just gonna fill in all of this space. If you feel like adding another flower because it's like too much green, you can. If you want to switch to another green to add some texture, go for it. Remember though, we've got our white flowers in here. So maybe you want to start out just in case so you don't accidentally go over them, but just outline your white flowers. I'll make it in some areas look like some stems or some leaves. Okay, got a lot of green in there. I'm going to go over some of my lighter blue because I really like that color. I feel like a lot of my lighter blue is getting lost. You can just go right over the top of the green. Add some more color and texture. There's also some blue like inside some of the flowers, so you can kind of add just now adding like detail and more texture to stuff, filling in a lot of the white space, blending a lot. Okay, then I'm gonna come in with my, well, first I'm gonna make sure all these flowers are good, maybe add some more that are on top of the green, because you can see it like, it's kind of a different color flower when you do that. Makes a nice dark red color. Maybe add some over here. Okay, now I'm gonna come in with my dark blue, and he's got a lot of areas where they're just kind of like dots. I'm gonna add some dark blue. We're not gonna do it all over the whole painting. We're just gonna do it in some areas. I'm gonna stick with wherever I have red, I'm gonna add some dark blue. It's great to add dark colors because I feel like it adds a lot of contrast. Kind of grounds the painting. Okay, I'm about done here. You can do as much as you want. If you feel like it's done, then be done. Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. It's something that makes good artists is knowing when to stop. Sometimes you go too much and then ruin it. Okay, I think I'm done. Just seeing what it looks like to add a little white back in here. I'm gonna try adding a little pink to my purple flowers to fill in that white space. So I don't wanna try and fill it in with green because then it's gonna look muddy. But I want to keep my petals. Plus I think the pink looks nice. Maybe I'll do a little pink over here too. Add like another pink flower. And then one thing I wanted to do is maybe add few more yellow flowers on top. Just because these yellow ones are so pretty. Okay. Look how good that turned out. Just a lot of fun. You can kind of look at it and see like, okay, where is my eye going? Do I need to maybe like bring the blue a little more? Is it heavy over here? Whatever you think. I mean, you could sit and play with it forever, but again, you gotta know kind of when to stop. But I think that's a good stopping point. I think that turned out nice. And then you can make sure your hands are clean. Mine are not. But if your hands aren't clean, you might get it on the picture. But I just wanted to show you how nice that looks when you tape, when you've taped it down, how clean that line is. You gotta be careful though. Gotta be careful when peeling the tape because it can peel up your paper as well. You can heat it up with a hair dryer on hot and it'll peel up better. There you have it. All finished. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one.